Hey everybody, it's Jay Mohr. I will be at the Irvine Improv, Orange County, baby, December 15th through December 18th. It's one of the greatest comedy clubs in the country. You guys know why. We get it going when we're down there. Thanks for coming out in advance. I'll see you at the Irvine Improv, December 15th through 18th. Holler.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Yes, put your name on it. Tom Segura up in this piece. King Kong ain't got nothing on you, baby boy.
We're gonna get on these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me back. It's fun to be back at the Fake Mustache Studios.
It's good to have you back, Tom, and here's why. First of all, you and Bert are like neck and neck for favorite podcast guests of all time. Of all the podcasts. Like of everybody's podcast. Like anytime you're on anybody's podcast, everybody gets fired up. So I like to take credit like, no, he's my friend. We go on the road together. You may have him on your podcast, but I know him intimately. I've made love to Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, and you have not.
Your child is sitting on my lap.
That's right. Tommy's sitting there with my baby, having a good time. Tommy just got off the road. He was in Mad City.
Mad Town.
Madison, Wisconsin is a place.
Dude.
I've been asked to play there many times, and I would like to go there. I liked Wisconsin when I was there.
You don't know what you're missing. That club is the shit. I had the best time.
Is it as good as the Irvine Improv, December 15th to 18th, where you will not be opening for me?
I will not. The thing is that December 15th or 18th, I'll be at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta.
The Laughing Skull?
Yeah. Downtown Atlanta. ATL. Hot Atlanta. Baby.
You told me a while ago, last time you were in Atlanta, that you thought it was, and I'm trying to do this delicate, no, who cares? You said it was the gay black man capital of the world, and every single black guy you saw was on the down low.
Well, the thing is that the club, the Skull, which is also called the Vortex, is across the street from a bar, like a bar club. I think it's called the Bulldog, something like that. And from the outside, you wouldn't be able to guess anything from it.
Could you name more different names for one place just now?
What?
The Laughing Skull is also called the Vortex, which is across the street from the Bulldog, which is next to Rawhide, which is downstairs from Dugout.
The Vortex is the name of the place.
The Laughing Skull is in the Vortex.
It's in the Vortex. The Bulldog is the gay black club across the street. I think.
Sure, it's not the Doberman.
It might be. And actually, I'm
Bulldog
wrong.
is not a very black dog.
I'm wrong. I don't think it's a gay black club. It's just a gay place. And most of the people walking around are just black because you're in Atlanta, and that's ATL.
Is Atlanta a very black town?
It's 70%. It's the only major city in America that is 70. That has that.
Chocolate City, DC.
I don't think it has that percentage though. I don't think it has the ratio.
East Orange,
Richmond, Virginia, but that doesn't have the size.
East Orange, New Jersey.
Yeah, but are those as big as ATL?
No, East Orange is small. I believe East Orange is the actual blackest city. Well, I know it. I'm not going to act like, I've heard somewhere. East Orange, New Jersey is the blackest city in the United States.
Really?
In the stage. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I had a little too much shrimp.
What?
Just out of my reading glasses right before we started. I'm a mess. And if you live in New Jersey and you're black, it's not East Orange. Where do you live? Ask me where I live.
Where you live?
Staunge.
Staunge?
That's East Orange.
Really?
Yeah. All right. So you're at the Laughing Skull the 15th of December.
Yeah.
And that's across the street from a gay bar that's inhabited by many African American men.
Yeah. And the hotel is right around the corner, so you walk.
Which hotel are you going to be staying at? Do you want to say it on?
I don't even know. I really don't know. But it's
Omni?
It's close by. I'm at the Omni, and you just walk around and you see. It's just really the fact that you're seeing flamboyant. There's levels of gay. There's different types.
No, I don't know.
Well, you know what I mean.
Oh wait, you and I had this conversation, and Nick said it's like Barbie. She told you.
There's what?
Were you trying to? You work this into This is you talked about this
I have
on
a bit
stage
about
once.
it. Yeah, but I'm not doing the bit right
You
now.
gotta do it. It's
No.
too funny.
But I'm saying, I'm not trying to like.
Oh, I know you're not trying bits out on
Right,
it.
yeah.
But then, is this what I'm thinking of? And then Nick said it's like different. It's like Barbies.
That
There's all
is what
different
she said.
songs.
Yes, that's
All right,
true.
sorry.
No, I just feel like you like. Okay, you can meet a gay guy that's really unassuming. Like you meet a guy like just like
John
you
Travolta,
or
just
whatever,
like a guy.
or just a regular guy. You can meet a guy, whatever. Rex Ryan, it could be the guy that you meet, and
Probably not, but
right. But I'm saying
I was going with
there's
Travolta.
there's a guy like that who you go, oh, there's no signs of what we assume
When
are
you're like,
stereotypically
"That guy's gay?"
right, and you go like, what? And then
well, who is
It
a guy
gets-
like that we know
that we know,
that we can't out anybody?
right?
Obviously.
So how can I?
But who's a guy?
Are you talking about Bert?
Yeah, you can't say that though. Can't. People don't know Bert's gay.
I don't know.
All
I'm
right,
trying to
so
think.
there's the guy
there's
you don't
that,
know.
but they're definitely, what I'm saying. And then what happens is, I think everybody can agree that then there are people who the colors change a little bit, and they have a little tells. Like it's what leads to people saying that they have gaydar. It can be that somebody gestures, and we could be wrong because it can be just effeminately, and you go, that was kind of, and then it makes you think that somebody's more gay, right? And then the other end of the spectrum is somebody who's super flamboyant, like a big time, like a queen, right? Who's like, and like has all the gestures and the hello and that voice,
Yeah.
the voice that you're like,
And call
no,
everybody
I love-
girlfriend.
I like football. What do you mean? I'll sit here, watch the game with you, drink a beer, suck a dick.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
let me
that
tell you
whole
something
thing.
about girlfriend. Like refers to other guys as girlfriend and
right.
she.
That's the
Miss
other.
Thing thinks she's cute.
That's the end of this other end of the
Why
spectrum.
did the Jets lose? Miss Sanchez decided to throw 2 picks.
Right. That's the other end. In Atlanta, for me, it was the first time that I saw that end, the hot end of the gay chart, filled with so many brothers. Like, so I would be walking down the street, and they were doing like their RuPaul walk, and they had like they had what's it called, capris, and like a scarf and a feather in their ear, and they're like, I'll tell that motherfucker, I'll kick that motherfucker his ass, bitch, and like yelling at cars that are driving by, all that shit. So you see that. For me, it was
You're all acting like Little Richard.
it was eye-opening.
Shut up! I invented gayness.
Cultural
Woo,
thing that
shut
I'd be
up.
like, wow, dude, this is crazy.
I invented the laughing skull.
Exactly. And I got to say that the nice thing about Atlanta is that it provides a comfortable place for people like that. I'm sure a lot of people don't feel like they can be what they want to be in a lot of cities. Let me tell you something. If you're gay and you're black and you want everyone to know it and you want to fuck other guys that are gay and black or white in their mouths or in their asses or wherever you want to, then Atlanta's a good place for you. Specifically,
What about, say,
December 15th or 18th.
at where?
At the Laughing Skull inside the Vortex across from the Bulldog.
Bulldog isn't like a black dog. Oh, it's just a gay bar.
I think it's just a gay bar. Yeah.
It's a total gay dog. I agree with that. Like if I was going to name
I
a gay
love
bar,
Bulldogs.
yeah, but if I was going to name it, but here's the thing with dogs. Here's the thing: if you're gonna, I love dogs more than most, I guess.
Yeah.
I've always grown up with dogs, but if you're going to buy a dog, you have to get the right kind of dog. All right, let me rephrase that. You have to exclude several types of dog. You can't get any dog where the tail curls up towards their head, because I don't want to look at your dog's asshole every time
Yeah.
you walk them around.
Sure.
Like bulldogs have that little knot tail, but it goes up, and you just see that whale eye, and they walk down the street, and it looks like a whale eye just winking at you as they walk.
Uh-huh.
Or like an Akita, that shit curls all the way up towards their head, and they got like purple and blue, like a freckled asshole.
Do you think it's a super gay dog?
Yeah, well, yeah. If your asshole's like on display,
Yeah.
and it's never clean. There's always like loose change and mints and shit stuck to their ass. And the dog knows it too. He just walks around
Showing it off.
Yeah, like after they piss, they scratch the grass real hard.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, get some of that, girlfriend. Like, like Bulldog to me is a pretty gay. If I was going to name a gay bar after a dog, Bulldog's good.
But do you think
I mean, Pomeranian's a little too on the nose. Yorkie.
Yeah, you can't be that on. It's two. You got
It's too on the it's too right on it.
Do you think that bulldogs look like? Do you think they look sexy, or do you think some people think they look aggressive, menacing?
I don't think so at all. To me, they look.
I think they look sweet, right? The jowls hang down, and the
I think they look like old queens.
like old queens.
Yeah, like when you see those old, like George Animal Steel gay guys.
Yeah,
You know those guys? They like sit by the pool. They're like oddly strong.
yeah,
And you just know, they have like a 2-inch tuna can penis.
yeah.
And they're just like, they're
We
the
saw
guys.
some of those guys in Lauderdale.
Yes. Those are the guys that'll walk through like the hotel lobby in the bathrobe, in the hotel bathrobe.
Yeah,
Like you're at the St. Regis in Kauai and they're just in the lobby in their bathrobe because they had their massage.
yeah.
I would say, no, they don't look menacing to me.
I don't think so.
And it's not a very black dog. Pit bull is like a ghetto dog. I wouldn't say it's black.
It's just all around ghetto.
I would say it's all around like ghetto.
Well, there's that Rican. What's his name? He goes by Pitbull, the rapper.
Oh, is he? I think he's Cuban. No,
Is he?
I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Shit.
But he looks like a pit bull.
Kind of.
He looks oddly like a pit bull.
Yeah.
Nothing really says black. Okay,
He does a great Dr. Pepper commercial.
nothing says black. All right, here's this. Nothing says 1970s black man like a Doberman Pinscher.
Sure. Yeah.
Nothing says Billy D. Williams, Colt 45, Lando Calrissian. I'm sorry they got here right before you did. And that big, and especially the fawn Doberman, like that light brown Doberman. that's like, to me, that's a black dog.
Sure. With a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's like
With no shocks and it just floats around like a Land Cruiser on the 110, bumping
Yeah.
in the 110. In my two-tone Ford.
What about Rottweilers? You had one.
Rottweiler, no. Rockweiler, yes. Rockweiler, very black. Yo, that's a Rockweiler. I would say so.
Yeah, that's pretty.
What was Madison like? You said you loved Madison.
It was fucking great, man. It's a cool city. People were just cool, man. I mean, I think like, when you're on the road, the whole experience can be very exhausting. And what makes like a city, either you're like, that's fun, or like, that sucks, or like, are the people, right? Like you meet cool people.
Yeah, you go out to Ontario, for example, Ontario, California.
Yeah.
And you just sit there and you do your regular 5 shows or whatever. And just, it's a very Spanish town.
Yeah.
And you just sit in the hotel room and you look out at the mountains and everything's just brown. Like the landscape is brown, like literally, like there's no grass on the mountains. It's just a brown mountain.
Yeah.
And you just sit in your room like, holy shit, I want to fucking kill myself. But then you said you go to places like Madison, or like you're down and like staying in Laguna if you're doing Irvine or something. You're like, this is the tits.
Yeah. I mean, Madison's just cool. Like it's a city that like I don't think people would assume like it would be cool, but like it's just a great layout. There's just a great culture, great energy, and like the shows were all great shows. Sold out 3 of 5 shows. Great like owner. It's a family owned. I'm a really big fan of these independently owned clubs. I feel like they operate better. There's just a great, I don't know, it's just a great way they put it together. I had great comics on it. Kevin McCaffrey came out to feature, and I fucking forgot the MC. I'm sorry, Brian. I forgot your last name, Brian. But
Good
he was
old,
great.
what's his name?
Fuck, man, he was great. And Brian, shit, he's gonna kill me. But the place was just great. The crowds.
That's
were
how nice
awesome.
a guy Tom Segura is. He's afraid of offending a Midwest MC.
Well, I just, he was a great guy. But the shows were awesome.
Hey kid, get my bags.
you would,
That's how I act on the road.
would
Hey
lose-
kid, get my bags.
You would lose your shit. You have to play it. It's a great club.
Attell and I, what's it called?
He just did it. He did it 2 weeks before I did.
What's the name of the club?
The Comedy Club on State.
Oh, you told me that on the phone.
Did he tell you had a good time?
No, we didn't talk about it.
Oh.
We just talked about stand-up. And then we started to get into, like, why is it when you go do stand-up, why is it depressing when you're on the road? Like, why? Nick says boredom has killed more comics than drugs. She's like, if Greg Giraldo had his kids and wife with him in New Brunswick, he'd still be alive. Just sitting in a hotel room, we go like fucking crazy. And we watch Sports Center. We ordered a club sandwich at 2 p.m. But what is it? And I said this to Attell. Like, if I said to 99% of America, you're going to go to Madison, Wisconsin, and I'm going to put you on radio there, 5 different radio stations, and then for an hour every night, everyone's going to think you're the coolest thing to ever hit town. Like, everybody would sign up for that. So then why doesn't that happiness translate the next day to the hotel room?
It's a great question. I think the boredom thing, you hit the nail on the head. I don't know what the answer is, but I think there's a direct correlation between how much fun you're having doing it and how you handle that downtime.
I'm trying to do this delicate. No, who cares? You said it was the gay black man capital of the world, and every single black guy you saw was on the down low.
Well, the thing is that the club, the Skull, which is also called the Vortex, is across the street from a bar, like a bar club. I think it's called the Bulldog, something like that. And from the outside, you wouldn't be able to guess anything from it.
Could you name more different names for one place just now?
What?
The Laughing Skull is also called...
Love these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, we're going to get it. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me back. It's fun to be back at the Fake Mustache Studios.
It's good to have you back, Tom, and here's why. First of all, you and Bert are like neck and neck for favorite podcast guests of all time. Of all the podcasts. Like of everybody's podcast. Like anytime you're on anybody's podcast, everybody gets fired up. So I like to take credit like, no, he's my friend. We go on the road together. You may have him on your podcast, but I know him intimately. I've made love to Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, and you have not.
Your child is sitting on my lap.
That's right. Tommy's sitting there with my baby, having a good time. Tommy just got off the road. He was in Mad City.
Mad Town.
Madison, Wisconsin is a place.
Dude.
I've been asked to play there many times, and I would like to go there. I liked Wisconsin when I was there.
You don't know what you're missing. That club is the shit. I had the best time.
Is it as good as the Irvine Improv, December 15th to 18th, where you will not be opening for me?
I will not. The thing is that December 15th or 18th, I'll be at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta.
The Laughing Skull?
Yeah. Downtown Atlanta. ATL. Hot Atlanta. Baby.
You told me a while ago, last time you were in Atlanta, that you thought it was... Yes, put your name on it. Tom Segura up in this piece. King Kong ain't got nothing on you, baby boy. Hey, everybody, it's Jay Mohr. I will be at the Irvine Improv, Orange County, baby, December 15th through December 18th. It's one of the greatest comedy clubs in the country. You guys know why. We get it going when we're down there. Thanks for coming out in advance. I'll see you at the Irvine Improv, December 15th through 18th. Holler.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.